Son Ye-jin stood on stage, holding the Best Actress trophy as the entire hall rose to its feet. The applause did not come from shock or controversy. It came from recognition. Many in that room already knew this moment was inevitable. Yet only months earlier, in Hollywood, that same name was never called. Not once. Not in any category. The same film, the same performance, the same actress. And beside her stood Lee Byung-hun, carrying the full weight of the story, facing the same outcome. No other choice was South Korea's official submission to the Academy Awards. Directed by Park Chan-wook, starring two of the most respected actors in Asian cinema. And still, when the Oscar nominations were announced, the result was silence. 0 nominations. So what exactly happened here? Was this a failure on the Oscar stage? Or was this a film that simply existed outside the Academy's ability to measure? To answer that, we have to start where the story truly lives, with Son Ye-jin and Lee Byung-hun. Son Ye-jin does not try to win the audience in No Other Choice. She does not ask for sympathy. She does not rely on emotional breakdowns or dramatic monologues. In fact, she does almost the opposite. Her character is a woman watching her family slowly collapse. She sees her husband losing his job, his direction, and eventually his sense of self. And yet, she rarely reacts in the ways audiences are conditioned to expect. She stays quiet. Not the quiet of weakness, but the quiet of exhaustion. The kind of silence that comes from someone who has already accepted that reacting will not change the outcome. There are scenes where Son Ye-jin simply sits across from her husband. No tears, no accusations, no dramatic dialogue, just presence. And somehow, that absence of expression becomes the most suffocating moment in the film. This is not a performance designed to impress. It is designed to endure. In award season terms, this kind of acting is risky. It offers no obvious Oscar clip, no clear turning point, no emotional crescendo that can be isolated and judged in seconds. Instead, Son Ye-jin's performance accumulates quietly. It asks the viewer to stay with her, to notice small shifts in posture, gaze, and breath. She is not portraying a tragic figure. She is portraying a familiar one. A woman who absorbs instability as part of daily life. A woman who carries fear without displaying it. A woman who survives by minimizing herself. For Korean audiences, this character needs little explanation. Economic anxiety, job insecurity, and the invisible emotional labor of women are not abstract ideas. They are lived realities. Son Ye-jin does not translate this experience for a global audience. She does not simplify it. She does not soften it. She presents it as it is. And that honesty is precisely why the performance resonated so deeply at home. When she was awarded Best Actress at major domestic ceremonies, the reaction was not debate. It was agreement. The recognition felt earned, even overdue. But that same honesty is also why the role does not travel easily into Western awards frameworks. The Academy often rewards transformation that can be clearly identified. This performance resists that logic. It does not announce itself. It does not perform its own importance. It simply exists. If Son Ye-jin represents endurance, Lee Byung-hun represents erosion. His character begins as a man who believes he understands his place in the world. A stable job, a clear identity, a sense of authority within his family. When that structure disappears, the damage is not immediate. It unfolds slowly, and Lee Byung-hun allows it to do so. He does not play collapse loudly. He lets it creep into the character's body. The way he walks, the way he sits, the way his eyes begin to avoid other people's gaze. This is not a man who falls all at once. It is a man who keeps trying to stand, even as the ground erodes beneath him. Crucially, Lee Byung-hun does not ask the audience to like this character. He does not soften the uglier moments. He does not excuse the harm his character causes. There are scenes where the character is uncomfortable to watch. He is prideful, defensive, at times cruel, and that is the point. In real life, personal collapse is rarely cinematic. It is messy. It spills outward. It affects the people closest to you. Lee Byung-hun allows the audience to judge his character. He does not guide them toward forgiveness. That choice makes the performance powerful, but also difficult. Performances that resist emotional resolution often struggle in award systems built around clear arcs and redemption. When Ye-jin and Lee Byung-hun share the screen, the film's most devastating moments are not arguments. They are silences. Two people in the same room, sitting close, completely alone. There is no hero here. No one rescues anyone. Just the slow realization that some damage cannot be undone through love or effort alone. This kind of storytelling resonates strongly with Korean audiences because it reflects a social truth many recognize. But it is also the kind of storytelling that often exists uneasily within Western awards culture. Before the Oscars were even part of the conversation, No Other Choice had already made its impact. It was selected as South Korea's official submission. It received strong critical responses. It entered international festivals with confidence. When the Academy Awards announced their nominations, the film was absent across the board. No Best International Feature. No acting nominations. No recognition at all. The omission sparked discussion, but it was not entirely unexpected. That year's international category was crowded, and historically, dark comedies rooted in regional social commentary struggle to gain traction with Academy voters. No Other Choice does not explain its cultural context. It assumes understanding. That assumption is powerful, but it can also limit accessibility within global awards frameworks. In contrast, the film's reception in South Korea told a different story. At major domestic awards, it emerged as one of the most honored films of the year. Ye-jin's performance, in particular, was celebrated not because it was showy, but because it was precise. Internationally, critics praised the film's discipline, its thematic focus, and Park Chan-wook's controlled direction. The film continued to circulate, discussed not as an Oscar snub, but as a serious work of cinema. What this journey ultimately reveals is not a contradiction, but a divide. A divide between systems that reward visibility and systems that reward resonance. Oscar recognition matters, but it is not the sole authority on artistic value. For Ye-jin and Lee Byung-hun, No Other Choice represents a decision to step away from safety, to choose roles that do not guarantee approval, to inhabit characters that are not designed to be celebrated. That choice may not have translated into Academy nominations, but it translated into something else. A film that lingers, unsettles, and refuses to be forgotten. In the end, the most important question may not be why No Other Choice missed out on Oscar recognition, but what its reception reveals about how different cultures define cinematic success. Some victories are loud, others are quiet, and some do not need to be announced at all.